pulling together now to help Miles. And nothing is going to break us apart. Nothing and nobody.
Joining Roger in Singapore, after all.
No, he's meeting me in Acapulco for 48 hours.
Last time, on the Colbys.
We're getting a divorce.
What we've been reading in the newspapers, the DA's office seems to think they've got quite a case.
There's no case. Moretti's grandstanding.
We just want you to know if there's anything we can do to help.
Thanks. Garrett's got everything under control.
We can move for discovery before the preliminary hearing. We can ask for the lab reports on the murder weapon, and Moretti will have to hand them over to us.
Good.
But if we wait for the preliminary...
I want to know everything they've got before we walk into that hearing. File the motion.
The only two men that could shed light on the Colby oil spill, both murdered.
I went to Athens to get the truth out of Lovatis about the spill.
But to make sure no one else got to him first.
Moretti's grasping at straws. I didn't do it, okay?
I know that. But he's got something. He's too sure of himself.
What is all this? An opportunity to make yourself feel better for screwing up my life?
Damn it, Miles, I'm your brother. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
This is your man, Marshal.
You're under arrest, Mr. Colby, for the murder of Captain Nikos Lovatis.
You will weep to remember the day you started this with me. I promise you that.
I'm gonna have a field day. I'm gonna nail both your sons for murder, and then I'm gonna nail the kingpin, the great Jason Colby himself, for conspiracy.
Talk to my lawyer.
Tie and belt.
What?
Your tie and your belt and any valuables, you'll get them back.
I want to see my lawyer.
First Miles, now Jeff. Damn it, Garrett. How can this be happening again?
Jeff, how you doing, son? I'm fine. Just seems like all they're doing down here lately is booking Colbys. They'll be out of here tomorrow. What the hell is going on, Garrett?
The Greek government wants to extradite you to stand trial for the murder of Captain Lovatis.
What, they're crazy. I never even saw the man. Not alive, anyway.
Jeff, I need to know exactly what happened.
Nothing. That's the point. I called Lovatis from my hotel in Athens that morning to set up a date for later. And I get to his apartment, and the place is swarming with police, and he's dead. That's all.
Well, they did question you.
Yes, I gave them a statement to help establish the time of death.
Well, we can clear it up right away.
It may not be that easy. The Greek government wouldn't start an extradition without something to back it up.
Well, I want to know what it is. Whatever story they've trumped up, will shoot it full of holes.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm sorry. I feel responsible.
Thanks for standing by me like this, Jason. I appreciate it. How's Fallon?
She's holding up.
Has anyone told Mother?
Connie's trying to reach her in Acapulco right now.
Oh, great. There goes her holiday.
What do you mean there's nothing to worry about? My son is in jail.
Jason is downtown now with Garrett. They will take care of everything.
I'm coming home on the first flight I can get.
No, don't do that. I'll have Jason send one of the jets for you. As a matter of fact, there may be one in Mexico right now. I'll check on it. And please do not worry. Everything is going to be all right.
Maybe that is better. That is very nice of you, Connie. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Was that Jason? Is there any news?
No, I was talking to Francesca. I told her about Jeff. She's flying home tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Does that surprise you?
No. She's worried about her son. Of course she's coming home.
Oh. I must be losing my hearing. I could have sworn you said something nice.
If you don't believe me, I can't blame you. It's all my own fault.
Now that I believe. Most of this is your fault.
I'm trying to change, Connie.
Oh, brother.
You've got yourself to thank for it. You remember you asked me whatever happened to Sabella Scott, that girl that came into this house all those years ago and made Jason happy. Well, she's back.
In one hell of a disguise.
I admit I've made some pretty bad decisions, and I nearly lost Jason over them, but that's all over. I'm going to stop fighting the inevitable. I'll accept Jeff, and I will be the wife that Jason needs.
Oh, good, Sable. Very, very good. No sale.
I'll convince you, Connie. In time.
I don't believe you, Sable.
Is my sister still up?
Both Mrs. Patterson and Mrs. Colby have gone to bed, sir. Would you like me to see
No,
them?
no, don't disturb them tomorrow. We'll do fine.
Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Operator? Yes, to Acapulco. I've been trying for more than an hour. When do you think I can get a circuit? Never mind. No, I'll try in the morning. Thank you.
I heard you come in. I had a feeling you might still be awake.
It's been a tough day.
I know what you went through when Miles was arrested. Now Jeff must be killing you.
Yeah. It's pretty hard. I didn't think you'd see that.
I always know what you're feeling. I must be just as transparent to you.
I don't think men understand women very well. You surprise me all the time.
Good. I wouldn't like to lose that. But you've always been very good at sensing when I was in trouble and needed you. Do you remember Paris? Monica and Miles were about 2. You were in Italy for that conference, and they came down with flu.
Oh. I haven't thought of that in 20 years.
Oh. The nurse had just quit. The phone strike was on. I spent the whole night crying and nursing and cursing. And then in the morning, when I woke up, you were there, my white knight.
Well, I figured you needed me more than I needed that contract I left on the table in Milan.
Before we were only countries apart. Now we're bedrooms apart. It's further.
Yes, it is. A lot further. You know, this change we're going through, it's hard. Divorce.
It's not just that. It's everything. I'm frightened, Jason. For the first time in my life, I am honestly, truly frightened. I need you more than I ever did.
I don't know what I can do to help you.
Please let me sleep here tonight.
Sable.
I can't sleep alone. You don't know how big that bed gets with just me in it. Please, let me sleep.
It's not a very good...
Who would it hurt? I'm so alone. I need to be close. Just for tonight.
Yes, I'd like to call Los Angeles. Person to person to Jason Colby. Make sure it's person to... Oh, wait a minute. On second thought. Never mind.
Lady Francesca Langdon, please? She's not. Well, she left word she'd be staying at your hotel. Oh, try Hamilton. Francesca Hamilton.
Hello?
Hello, Frankie.
Jason. I'm so glad you called.
I've been trying all evening.
How's Jeff?
We'll get him out tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Well, he's my son. Our son. I'm sending a plane for you at 7 a.m. There'll be a car standing by at your hotel. You come as soon as you can.
I won't keep them waiting.
I miss you, Frankie.
Jason, I've been doing a lot of thinking about us.
Do I get to hear about it?
When I get back. Sleep well.
You too, my love. Just coffee, please, Lee.
No, I want you to have a proper breakfast. Thank you, Lee. I'll serve, Mr. Colbys.
I really don't have time this morning, Sybil.
You've been under a great deal of strain lately, darling. You must look after yourself. Did you sleep well?
Yes, I did.
So did I. I had the best night's sleep I've had in weeks. Ever since you moved into the guest room, I think. Thank you, darling, for being there for me.
Well, I have to go down and see Jeff before the arraignment.
Do you think he'll get him out?
I'm already can't block bail this time, but I'd like to be there when he gets out.
Of course. Jason, Jeff's your son. Now, I can't pretend to like that, but I can't stop fighting it. I have. You care about him. You should. I understand that.
When you say that, I realize how much I needed to hear it. From you.
We could all be a family again. If we worked at it.
You know, some things change and have to stay changed. You and I. Well, we'll talk later. And do you have the paper? I'll read it in the car.
Well, you're going to have to see it sometime, but brace yourself.
Garrett calls. I'm not coming to the courthouse. I'm going to City Hall.
Tell him I'll have something more for the 7 o'clock news.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Moretti.
What kind of a game are you playing?
Oh, that's all right, Jane. Thanks. You know, this upsets me, too. I mean, I look too happy in this picture. DAs, they shouldn't look happy.
Now, that's what this is all about, huh? An assistant DA trying to make DA?
Career advancement. That's a crime. That's nothing compared to a double murder.
My sons are innocent. You're grandstanding. Trying to use them to pick up a few points in the next poll.
That hurts. You don't think I'm sincere? Well, if it'll make you feel any better, I honestly, sincerely, deeply believe they're guilty. Scout's on it.
You miserable, officious little...
Watch it. You're not with a friend here. I'm not in your pocket like some of the politicians in this building.
A politician I can buy, I don't want.
With 2 sons up on murder charges, I wouldn't go too heavy on the noble routine.
All this because I backed the guy who beat you, huh?
Now, just what is it you want me to do? You want me to tell the Greeks to drop the case, burn their evidence? Whatever game you think I'm playing, I'm not making the rules. Not this round. You want to throw your weight around? Try storming the Greek consulate. Look, I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. No matter what you think.
I think you're lying. I think you're in this. You're swimming in it. And if I'm right, I'll drown you.
Miles.
How you doing? I know you didn't sleep too well last night. I saw the light under your door. You want to talk to an old friend?
Sure. I'm just waiting to hear from Garrett.
About the arraignment?
I'm so scared, Miles.
Relax. Old Jeff's got the Colby machine behind him. They pack a whole lot of firepower.
Will it be enough?
Hey, don't let Daddy hear you saying that. Or Mom. Being a Colby, not enough. That's treason.
Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
I'm glad you care about Jeff.
He offered to help me when I was arrested. Just, returning the favor. I think a jumped-up two-bit weasel like this guy Moretti can push us around.
Now that sounds like the old Miles.
God, you're beautiful. Especially when you smile. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Thanks.
Seriously. Don't worry. Nothing's gonna happen to Jeff. Not if I can help it.
It's so nice to hear you talk like this. It's the way it should be. Like a real family.
Well, thanks, Garrett. That was short and sweet. I guess the arraignments don't hurt as much as I thought. Well, let's hope we can keep all of it that painless. We got plenty of time before the extradition hearing. Enough to clear this up before it gets to court.
Yeah, sure, but I just keep wondering what kind of evidence the Greeks do have.
Well, with any luck, we'll find that out today. I'm seeing the Greek consul this afternoon.
But they can't possibly have anything on me.
Can I drop you somewhere?
Yeah, home. I'd like to wash off the stink of that place and see my wife.
What worries me is that you don't have an alibi.
What are you talking about? I spent that morning in my hotel room until I left to see Levadas.
But no one saw you.
Well, no one except Melina, this cute little Greek girl that spent the night. Oops. I'm sorry, I forgot I even said that.
Yeah, but I'm serious.
Well, I'm serious about not being serious. At least for a few minutes. Okay?
Okay.
There's room for two.
Oh, I already took a shower.
You said anything about a shower.
Oh.
course Moretti's out to get you. We know that. But don't you see how it looks to the world?
I can read how it looks to the world.
And read it again. Everything he says is reasonable. The oil spill, the only men who know anything about it murdered, and your sons are there both times. One here, one in Athens.
Coincidence.
Not a word I like to use in court, not as often as I'm going to have to in these two cases. Moretti doesn't have to say anything. It looks like an open and shut case.
Yeah, but it's still circumstantial.
For the moment, till we find out what evidence Moretti and the Greeks have. But I would feel a lot better if Jeff and Miles had solid alibis.
We're on the wrong track.
What do you mean?
Moretti's not the problem, neither are the Greeks. What's the expression, cui bono?
Who benefits?
Yeah, exactly. Only one man. Zach Powers made a killing on our spill. Maybe literally, maybe 2 killings.
Jason, I know where you're heading, but
damn it, it's got to be him. He's behind the spill, the killings, and these murder charges.
yes, we may know that in our guts, the way we know that Miles and Jeff are innocent. But what do we do about it?
Maybe it's time to deal with the devil.
Hello, Frankie. Henderson said you were back.
Hello, Sable. I'm just about to go up and see Jeff.
Poor you and poor Jeff. It's terrible what's happening to this family. Look, I really do know what you're going through.
Thank you. I really believe you mean that.
Well, first Miles and now Jeff, we're both in the same boat. I think we'd better help each other. All right?
All right.
Good. Well, we're sisters, and our sons need us. Jason's sons.
Yes.
He doesn't say anything, but I know he's worried sick about them both. We lay awake for hours last night talking about it.
Then you and Jason have patched things up.
I'm so glad I came to my senses while you were away and got over that jealousy. It was devouring me. It made me say the most terrible things. I really do owe you the most enormous apology.
You were hurt.
But we're sisters. We were so close as children. Why would you do anything to hurt me?
Life is a little more complicated than when we were kids.
Oh, it's so like you to make excuses for me. Look, I was horrible. I know now that you were telling me the truth. There's been nothing between you and Jason, not since all those years ago. I was a fool not to believe you before. Do you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive.
Jason and I know each other so well. We really know how to hurt each other and how to heal. The hurting's over. We slept together again last night and, well, it was as though we'd never been apart. Welcome home, darling. Welcome home.
Now, will you tell me? It must be very important to make you break your rule about not seeing me.
It is. I want you to help me help my son.
Miles. What makes you think I can do more than Jason's already doing?
Well, I heard a rumor that you might know more about those 2 murders than you're letting on.
Do you trust this rumor or your own judgment? Or do they both say the same thing?
Oh, Zach, please.
How can you believe such things now that you know me?
I don't know what to believe. I only know that I'm concerned about my son.
Calm yourself, Savelle. I'm already looking into this case. I have my own interests in the matter. My good name has already been blackened by this rumor you picked up.
Well, if you do find anything that could help Miles.
You know I'd tell you. You didn't even have to ask.
Thank you, Zach.
You are already in my debt, you know. But don't let it worry you. The price will be sweet to pay. And sweeter still to collect. Franco, may I have the check, please?
Oh, what kind of tapes? Audio or video?
Audio. Could they be used as evidence in a civil suit?
Well, it depends. If they were made without the consent of the people being taped, most any judge would exclude them. It's against the law, you know, taping people without their knowledge.
But they could be used to apply pressure.
Sure. It's unethical, but it has been known to work. What's this all about, anyway?
Oh, nothing, just idle curiosity.
Your curiosity is never idle, Aunt Connie. What's going on?
Was everything satisfactory, Miss Colby?
Wonderful as usual, Michelle, thank you.
Thank you very much.
What are you looking at?
Nothing, just, I thought I saw somebody I recognized.
Hi, Sean, it's me.
The number you have reached is no longer in service. Please consult your telephone directory or contact an operator.
Hello? Mr. Powers?
Not even close. I hope.
I'm sorry, I must have the wrong office.
No, this is the right office. But I'm doing the interviewing.
Interviewing?
If you're here to answer the ad, you're hired.
Don't you want to know about my shorthand?
You won't need it. How's your typing?
Oh, about 6.5 words a minute. Small words.
You must get top dollar for that kind of talent.
About $2,000 a week at the moment.
Hmm.
Plus all the office supplies I can steal. And I don't do filing.
You've got the job.
Great, when do I start?
As soon as you tell me who you are and what you want.
I'm trying to find Sean McAllister, Zach Powers' nephew.
Oh, you must be the famous Bliss Colby.
Then you know Sean.
Well, not well enough to get an invitation to his going-away party. He's moving to Florida.
Oh, I didn't know. I had something to give him.
You want me to forward it?
Oh, thanks. Do you have his address?
He didn't leave any. You should be able to reach him at Ocean World.
Well, thanks anyway.
Thank me over lunch.
I'm sorry, I have an appointment. Maybe some other time. What did you say your name was?
Spiro.
Powers?
Coralice. Spiro Coralice. Zach was married to my mother.
Then you're Greek.
Half Greek. I must tell you about the other half sometime.
I've got a deal for you. Well, then I'm glad I accepted your invitation to drop by.
How would you like the Carrington oil? All of it.
Go on.
I'll stop trucking it down from up north.
If?
You'll let my boys off the hook on those phony murder charges.
Why the change of heart? I thought nothing was dearer to you than your holy pipeline.
And you wanted it all along. That's why you set up that oil spill.
You have a strange way of asking someone for a favor. I had nothing to do with that spill.
You had Novartis in your pocket, I know that. Mahoney, too. I think you had them both killed before they could finger you. I know it, but I can't prove it.
Lies. All of it. Lies. I also know you faked the evidence that got my sons charged with it. What I don't know is why. But you've already covered that, because I want your pipeline contract. No, it's more than that.
What's it worth? A few more million? You don't need it. You went to a lot of trouble. There are 2 men dead. My sons' lives are at stake. What the hell for? What is it?
I've been waiting for this for many, many years. Jason Colby groveling at my feet.
Yes, you're right. That's what I'm doing. Groveling for my sons. Tell me, why do you hate me so much?
It's very simple. You killed my father.
What?
The Colbys caused my father's death.
I didn't even know your father. My God, I was a kid.
Your father didn't know him either. He was too small, too insignificant. An insect for your father to crush without even realizing it. But I knew him. He was a good man. An immigrant struggling with a small fleet of fishing boats in San Pedro Harbor until the great Colby conglomerate swallowed him up and took everything.
Sorry.
Sorry? Sorry? As children, we never heard the word suicide. My mother told us it was an accident. But when his body washed up on shore, I knew who was really responsible, who'd taken his boats, his livelihood, his life. And I swore one day I would make the Colbys suffer as they made my mother suffer. Today is that day, Jason. A good day.
No, you're wrong. It's sick to carry hate like that, like a stone in your guts. To make my son suffer? What for?
I don't know anything about these murders or why your boys have been charged, but I admit I'm enjoying this. Perhaps it's the fisherman in me. The gray Jason Colby squirming like a worm on a hook.
Whatever happened, it wasn't in my time.
In your father's. And the father's sins are visited on his sons. Philip is dead. So is Cecil. It is only you, Jason. Only you. To pay for it.
Want to ride home?
Thanks. I could use the company.
I just got off the phone with Garrett. He got a call from the Greek consul. Seems they came up with a witness over there. A witness who claims he saw you at the scene of the crime when it happened.
No way. Who? What witness?
We can't find that out. According to the consul, the deputy minister of justice wouldn't say anything more, even to him.
That's a damn lie. I would have greased myself and choked the truth out of this witness.
They'd arrest you the minute you stepped off the plane. But they can't arrest me.
Les.
Hello, Sean.
Your butler doesn't seem to like me much.
No, he doesn't like a lot of my friends. Always was with my father.
I heard you were looking for me.
Yeah. I want to give you this. I can't keep it, Sean, not when it means so much to you.
I want you to have it.
Sean, it's over.
Hey, I'm the guy who sold his place and packed his bags. Better be over. We came close, didn't we? Just couldn't make it that little bit more.
Sean, don't.
Just let me say this. It was special what we had. Wasn't always good, but it was special.
Yeah.
Keep it. It's my plan. Be my excuse to come back and see you sometime. Knock on your door. Ask for it back. You have to see me, okay? Just for the ring.
Okay. Sean.
Yeah, I know. I love you. Goodbye. True then. We criminal types do drink too much.
One's for Fallon. Well, we're brothers in crime now. Equal before the law.
Yeah. It's weird how the law brings families together, isn't it?
Real funny.
Hilarious.
Of course, we're small fry. Moretti's after Jason.
You know, sometimes being a son is like having a sign on your back. It says, kick me.
Well, they won't kick us much longer. We're innocent, right?
Right.
Good night.
Monica? Hi. You got him in?
Just in time to zip me up. One of the advantages of having a twin brother.
You're looking good.
Another is sharing.
Hey, I don't like keeping things from you.
Well, then don't. I hate it when you do this. Miles, tell me, what is it?
It's bad. The night Mahoney was murdered, I had a blackout.
A what?
I drank too much. And I don't remember a whole lot. From the time I got into the fight with him till around midnight.
What are you saying?
What if I went back to the bar? What if I waited outside for Mahoney? And when he came out?
Miles, I'll never believe that. Never. You're not a killer.
They got the murder weapon.
You couldn't have done it. I know that, Miles. You're my other half.
Yeah. What if I'm your darker half?
You're going to Greece? When?
Tomorrow, I Just talk to Athens. I'm seeing the deputy minister Thursday.
Will it help?
I've got to try. First, I'd like to know what you've decided about us.
I'm going with you.
To Athens? No. Frankie, I don't think so. There's too much to do and too little time.
He's my son, too, and I want to be there.
You'd just be sitting in the hotel suite.
It couldn't be worse than sitting here. Or don't you want me there?
You want me here in your life. You can come to Athens, but you still haven't answered me.
Jason, are you sure you want to marry me? We've been a fantasy for each other for a long time. Aren't you used to what you have? It was good enough for 28 years. Are you sure you want to take the chance?
I'm sure. I want us together for the rest of our lives. I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes. When you're free.
I don't want excuses. I want answers. Why haven't you come up with anything about the murders of Livadas and Mahoney?
These things take time.
Dragging your feet takes time. Yesterday, I heard a rumor linking me to these deaths from a friend. I don't like that.
Hey, if your friends won't tell you, who will?
An oil spill is one thing, but I don't take out contracts on people. Jason wasn't responsible either. I know that. You don't have all the facts yet. I know that, too, but tell me what you know.
The DA's office is playing it very close to the vest. I can only confirm that they got what they think is the murder weapon, but forensics lab still isn't sure.
Any fingerprints?
I don't know. But I'd better luck with the Greeks. They do have a witness who will testify that Jeff Colby is the murderer. Some taxi driver.
I'm sorry I couldn't find out more.
Well, you did your best. Thank you.
No, thank me. Just tell me you believe I had nothing to do with any of this.
I believe you.
Good. As far as Jeff is concerned, Jason seems to be on top of the situation.
How do you know?
I called the Deputy Minister of Justice in Athens last night. Thank you. He told me Jason is flying in to meet with him personally.
Jason's flying to Greece?
Hmm.
When?
If they are meeting with the minister on Thursday, I presume they're leaving sometime today.
They?
Apparently he's flying over with your sister.
Stop worrying. Once I can deal with these people face to face, this whole thing will evaporate.
You think it'll be that simple?
I'm sure of it.
Then, when this is settled, couldn't we take a couple of days, fly over to Mykonos maybe, have a weekend together?
That would be marvelous, but Miles's hearing is coming up.
Of course. You have to get back. You have two sons to worry about.
Look, when this is over, I promise you we'll get away.
Will that ever be possible? Just the two of us?
Of course it will.
But wherever we go, you'll still have Sable with you.
You're wrong, sweetheart. Look, it's the two of us right now. Just the two of us.
You're right. I shouldn't have paid any attention.
To what?
Nothing.
Welcome aboard, you two.
What are you here for?
Moral support, darling. I figured you could use all you could get. Well, come on, you just stand there, sit down and buckle up.